What a way to start the day. It's so windy! Did it, and I faced a fear. Send help. We've come back from the shop with goodies. Very lovely view from our van this morning. Straight out to the lake, which is lovely. Good morning. This morning, I've already been out on the paddle board. Rich is out there now, but I did stand up and I went a little bit further out today as well. I'm pushing my boundaries a little bit each time. Rich is currently behind this. What a way to start the day, hey Pops? It's not even 11 o'clock yet. Oh, there he comes. He's just appeared on the other side. We've just seen one of these little stands. We think they're for hunting, which makes me really sad, but we thought we'd come and have a little look, see if we can see any moose. I don't know what the likelihood of us seeing anything is. I mean, I don't see anything. A lot of trees. We've now stopped over at a place where we can actually have a shower. We can pay for a shower if we want one, which is only 20 Swedish krona, which I believe is like less than £2. I think we might do that. We're also going to fill up with water and we're also emptying the toilet here. And I really need a wee, and the toilet was so full I literally couldn't even wee in it. I've just been bursting for this last part of the journey where I'm like, okay, I'll just wait until we get there. But you have to pay to use the toilet, so I was like, I'll just wait for Rich to empty it. And then I'll use our toilet because we didn't have to pay to empty it. That's your toilet update for today. All fun things. I'm freshly showered and it feels so nice. It was such hot water. Didn't have to worry about turning it off all the time and don't have to worry so much about the water consumption. Time to do my hair routine, I guess, after the shower. I use Rehab Dose 1.0 hair oil. For a small little place, there seems to be quite a lot of traffic going on here. And then I've got my curl cream, Cantu curl cream. It definitely helps with my frizziness, this. I have really frizzy hair if I do nothing to it. The facilities here are actually lovely. The only one thing we can't do is fill up the tank with water. Thankfully we already have quite a lot in the tank at the back. But there's no actual like screw-on hose bit for us to attach to. It's just drinking water so we could fill up our bottles, which was the main thing we needed to fill up, so. Right. Done with my hair stuff. We've just made it to our next spot. We've just parked up there for now. We're trying to scout out the area of where we want to go. We've got a nice lake behind us and there's a fire pit and there's also a little camping hut, which is cute. It's kind of like a shelter with a fire pit outside, so you can just sort of sleeping bag up and go in here. And there is a fold out table here and a little grill. How cute! It's off the floor and everything, so you can just sleep in here if you wanted to. Just gathering all of the ingredients ready for dinner. I've decided not to go on the paddleboard because I'm just too cold. I don't think I've eaten enough today. And when I don't eat enough, I get really cold. So I'm very excited for dinner. We're having vegetable rice tonight. So I'm just gonna go out and check to see how it's getting on now. Fire is going. Oh, they've got a grill. They are grills. Or are they all?
No, none of it's ours.
Poppy's got a bit of nighttime energy.
Yeah.
Digging a hole.
She gets excited when we come to places with water like this, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does seem to. She loves sand as well. Dinner is ready. Oh, it looks really blue. We've got a fire going now without the grill. And still a view over the lake. We woke up to rain this morning. Our first rain on the trip. So tempted to go out on the water, but we've decided to leave it today. Get going earlier, make some more distance so we can get to our next stop earlier and maybe go out on the water there. I'm having one of those days today where everything is just stressing my brain out. And it's not fun. We're trying to find snow chains and because we've just come through like a fairly big city, this is the only place that had anything that said we could buy snow chains from it. Went to the first shop, had loads of snow chains, none that fit the van, so that's fun. Went to the second shop, ended up buying merino wool lace base layers. Me and Rich both got a top and a bottom each. I went for blue, but that's going to be good for us when we're out in the cold. I'm just heating up some lunch because it's about 1 o'clock now. Ooh, also got some waterproof, really fluffy inside gloves. So I think now I'm fully stocked up on things I need to keep me warm when we're up in the north of norths. Parmigiano for the risotto. Just pulled over. We are an hour and 24 minutes away from our spot. Pulled over in the woods to take Pops out for a quick stroll, a leg stretch. Look how beautiful it is. And all the leaves just keep falling as well at the moment, so it's just so beautiful there. Hi Pops! Hi Hello! We've just arrived at our spot. Nice view of the lake. Nice little fire pit down there. Apparently there's another fire pit in the woods as well. There are some waves coming in on this lake, but hopefully the weather's going to be kind to us while we're here. Excuse the wind. Poppy's found her way down. Haven't you? Oh, it's a bit sloshy down here. A bit wet and mucky. It has been raining today, on and off. And then we drive through all of this beautiful sunshine. And then we're back into this really windiness. It's so windy. Don't know if this is going to be the best place for putting the board out though, because there's a lot of rocks. This little walkway through here, which I have to go and have a little explore. Oh, Poppy's coming too. She's like, why do I have to walk on this? Whoa, it really moves as you walk on it. It's crazy. Here's the other fire pit. I wonder if this is the one that Rich will choose to cook on tonight. It's kind of cool that it's more secluded in the woods, so I'm sure he probably will. The paddleboard's up, and I'm kind of scared. Look how much it's wet, like how windy it is, and how much the water's moving. Freaks me out.
Off she goes on our first wavy lake. Yeah, it's going to be hard. You're going to have to really give it some. That's it, that's it. There she goes. Dun, dun, dun. That's okay, we can dry off. I'll have a nice fire when you get back. Have fun.
I'm back from my little excursion on the paddleboard. Oh my god, it was so windy. Oh, I nearly went in. It was all like flooding over the side. I was like, no, okay, let's go back. I did make it quite far. I made it to the island on the other side, just about. I made it to that island bit here, like I paddled out to there. But I wanted to try and take some photos and things on my phone, but as soon as I stopped, I just kept turning. And then as soon as you're sideways, the waves just like crash onto the board. Definitely prefer still water paddleboarding. I can tell you that much for free. But I did it, and I faced a fear. I really want to do some hoop as well, so maybe I'll do some hoop in the wind. I'm also just going to feed Pops now. Do you want your din-dins? Do you want your dinny-dins? Do ya? Okay, let's go. I actually felt really strong. I was like, yeah, I'm so glad to be on the hoop. And then I did a move and it made my whole arm go completely dead. It's been like 3 weeks or something since I last hooped, so it felt really good to get out and get some hooping. Rich has got a big fire going in the woods. I don't know if you can, no, you can't see it from here. I just need to grab some potatoes. We're doing jacket potatoes on the fire with some beans. Baked beans, very British meal. I've prepped the Jackie potato, about to go in the fire. It's got some oil, salt and pepper on it. Don't know what my voice was doing then. Jackie potato as well. I've wrapped it up twice, poked it all over, put some oil, salt and pepper on it. And now it's going to go in. So wish me luck, because I've never done this before. Okay, this has gone really badly, hasn't it? Right, the potato is in, but now I've got to cover it up with embers. How am I going to do that? In it goes. Guys, send help. There's no way I'm going to get the embers in that. I need to dig a hole, don't I? I don't know what I'm doing. Let's get some embers from the side on it. Maybe I shouldn't be holding a camera. I'll come back. The fire is a-roaring now, and the wind is bloody mental. If the wind changes on me right now, I'm going to be engulfed by this. This is me right now. I've got a head torch on. I'm ferrying things back. We've just had dinner. And it was so cold. It's actually not as windy up here at all by the van. I think we should have done the fire pit by the van, and that was kind of my fault. A couple of things went wrong. The bag that holds the table, because we brought the table down with us, it flew into the fire because I put it down because I wanted to take a photo, and then as I literally went to pick it back up again, a gust of wind came and flew it in there. So we got it out as quickly as possible, but that's kind of destroyed now. The potato was black and on the outside and so charred, and then really hard. Well, not really hard, it was edible, but it wasn't the best. And then we put the beans in and they were sizzling, and yet it was still just like lukewarm when everything was on the plate because it's so windy. It's just a few seconds of it being on the plate and it was all just lukewarm. So we were also sharing a potato and only had one knife and fork because we need to wash up. So we were like taking it in turns, scoffing some food and then standing by the fire to warm up. We also need to get the paddleboard back up on top of the van. At the moment it's right by the water still, and it's really hard to bring back in this wind because it's so windy. But anyway, I'm gonna go help. I just carried back the paddleboard and now I'm boiling. Oh my god, it looked like a mess. That's hilarious. It's really hard to manage because it's so windy that it just takes it. Plus it's not the lightest of lightest things. I mean, it's not the worst either. Oh, right, Rich has just gone to double check that we haven't left anything down at the campfire. We've put the fire out. We've brought everything, oh my god, everything and more back with us. That was my hair. That was an experience, to say the least. I don't actually know if I've even vlogged about the Northern Lights or like said anything about it. We're in the zone of the Northern Lights being seen, so I mean we can't really see anything by looking other than the fact that it's so bright out there, like for like 11 o'clock at night or whatever it is. But when you take a photo, so you can actually see some green in the photo, but this is kind of what we've got, so you can see like a green glow coming from behind the trees, but that's about what you can see. The stars are incredible as well. But now I'm watching Married at First Sight and then I'm gonna go to bed. I thought I'd do a quick little vlog while I'm out on the paddleboard. It's so much calmer today, but the waves are definitely taking me back to shore. And it's really bright, but it's much nicer being out here today. I don't feel like I'm going to fall in at any moment, but I do need to get paddling again so that I don't just beach up on the shore. Taking Pops for a little walk in the woods before we go. We're just about packed up and ready to leave. We've just been cleaning up the paddleboard and putting it down and putting in its carry bag. And I thought Pops might want a little run, hey? We literally haven't seen anyone other than one car came past, or one van drove past and then drove past again. They are the only people we have seen the entire time we've been here. Very, very much in love with Sweden. It's just beautiful. And we got to see the Northern Lights last night. Kind of. But the higher up we go, the better view we're going to get. We've just arrived at our next spot. We've driven down from our actual spot, which we found on Park Night, which is up here. But someone put in the comments that they came down this track on the right. But it's a bit weird because there's like a log cabin across the lake here and then loads of cabins up here, so it feels a little bit like you're overlooked. So we're thinking we might move back down here. It's also crazy how much the weather has changed in the past literally like 2 days. It's just started getting colder and colder, and now I'm like really cold all the time. Feels like it's that kind of cold where you can see my breath. I mean, down here as well, I think the lake actually looks prettier. The only thing with here is there's a road right there. But look at this. This is actually prettier. That's crazy. So pretty. Little fire pit. Always nice. But goodness, I'm cold. I'm glad I went out on the paddleboard, you know. I'm really bloody cold again now though. The annoying thing was the sun disappeared from this side of the lake and it was all over the other side, but where I still have my fear of bodies of water, like lakes, there was no way I was going all the way over there on my own. I probably could have done it because it is a really shallow lake, this one. Here's Poppies. She came out with me for a little bit, but she's a little bit scared of it. There's like a mist over the water over here. There's so much grass and stuff through it. I imagine Rich is going to go over to the island. He's like here at the moment. Just doing a quick vlog on my phone because the camera is on charge currently. Rich is very proud of himself for setting up a little skewer. They are skewers, aren't they?
Yeah, skewers.
Yeah.
Barbecue skewers.
Little barbecue skewers set up. Actually. So that he's hung the teapot on it because he's going to make himself a little hot chocolate. Sun is pretty much gone. Rich is getting in the way. Poppy's over there as well in the corner. I don't think you can actually see her. Let me go over to her. She's hilarious. She's just guarding. Oh no, you really can't see her. It's so dark. There we go. She's just guarding us constantly. She keeps staring out. Hey, Pops? What are you doing? It's crazy how the sky changed colour so quickly. And look how misty it is now. That's crazy. I don't think the camera really does it justice, but it is really, really misty over there now. I am all kinds of stressed and anxious this morning. We are getting closer and closer to Norway, and we still have no idea where we're going to get Poppy into the vets. It's now a Friday as well, so we're going to have to book her in for hopefully Monday. It's just been really hard planning ahead of knowing where we're going to be, but we're pretty much ready to leave this spot now. I just thought I'd pin up some of the Polaroids because I haven't pinned up any in ages. And we've missed so many, so we've decided not to do a Polaroid at every single spot like we've always done before, but do Polaroids out on walks or just at places that are really memorable to us. So we've got number 1, the 18th, and we're now on the 27th, so this was 10 days, nearly 10 days ago, which is crazy. That was us in Belgium. Then we've got the 19th, which is in the Netherlands, which was the pig farm, which I loved the pig farm. And then we've got the family of deer on the 23rd. That was a great day. Then we've got the paddleboard, which was absolutely amazing. And then the final one, we've got the windy wavy lake. It's also extremely cold now. Like over the past 2 days, the temperature has really dropped. Poppy's barking because the paddleboard makes a noise when it gets let down. Last night was definitely the coldest night in the van so far. All fine when you're in the duvet. We have like the warmest duvet going. You could see my breath this morning in the van. But we're going up to Lapland. I didn't even realise that Lapland was at the top of Norway, Sweden and Finland. I'm very excited to go to Lapland. Our next spot, people have seen moose and reindeer there, so that's very cool. This is me right now. My nose is so cold. I need like a little nose cover. We've just pulled over in a little town because Rich fancies a coffee and we've got no milk, so we still need to find a shop as well. It's starting to turn into a nice day today though. Look, we've got a nice Swedish flag in front of us. Rich has gone into here. It's very colourful outside as well. I thought it was quite cute. Oh, we've booked Poppy into a vet's as well, Monday at 1:45, which is amazing. Although weirdly, we got to pay the vets for them to help administer the tapeworm, but we have to buy the tapeworm treatment from a pharmacy ourselves, which I thought was really random, so I don't know how much it's going to cost, but it's got to be done for this one. I feel very fragile today. I feel like anything could make me cry. My anxiety feels like on just a peak today, so I'm just trying to not think about anything. Rich put on my playlist because it always makes me feel better listening to music that I can sort of sing along to, and it takes my mind just to a different place rather than feeling the anxiety so much. So that's been nice. I definitely feel better for it. But he was like, do you want to come into the cafe with me? And I was like, do you know what? Don't really want to see anyone right now. I don't really want to be around people. We're also struggling to find anywhere to wash our clothes and to also empty out the toilet. I mean, we've got a day or probably a day until we kind of need to empty out the toilet. So hopefully we'll find somewhere soon. We managed to empty the toilet, which is good. We've only had to pay €10 to empty the toilet, fill up water, empty out our water waste as well. And now we're at a supermarket that was next to it. An ICA, which I've never heard of. But now we can go stock up on some food, and my God, it's cold. We've come back from the shop with goodies. These are traditional cinnamon buns. I didn't realise that cinnamon buns came from Sweden at all. And Rich was even saying that when he has coffees in places, they come with little mini cinnamon buns.
Oh, we had one, didn't we? It was 5 Swedish krona. which is like 40p or
40p,
something like that.
and it was a coffee
And it
with.
came with, yeah, it was a coffee and it came with a free cinnamon bun.
Yeah. So we decided to go for one, and we're going to try it.
Cheers, we did.
I'm surprised you like it.
Very cinnamony this time.
So Rich doesn't normally like cinnamon very much. Didn't even think about that when we were picking them up. I think they're delicious.
Maybe a little bit too cinnamony. I don't mind it.
I really like cinnamon.
But then when I get to the end of the mouthful, it's just like loads of cinnamon left in my mouth.
We've just arrived at our spot, and there are some weeper swans.
Not the best photo because of the lighting, but
Yeah.
we'll get the tripod out and hopefully they come back this way.
But how beautiful is this already? We've just pulled in here. We've got the whole place to ourselves. There's a little toilet back there in that hut. Over there. It's got a little heart on the door. It's very cute. Then there's this fire pit with a little hut. Oh, someone left some cups there. Oh my god, there's even an axe and some wood. Hello, bobbies. You coming to explore? It's very peaceful here. And a little jetty to walk out onto. How very cool. Hey, do you like the jetty? The water looks really quite nice actually. Someone saw a moose here before as well, so we are on the lookout for moose, for sure. It's cold out there. I'm really orange in here, how annoying. I can't be bothered to change the white balance though, so it's going to be an orange chat. We just tried to light a fire. We thought it was going to be really easy here because they actually had some wood chopped up under a dry store. So we thought it was going to be quite easy. Turned out it's not. It's just not lighting. Everything seems to be too damp, even the stuff from inside the shelter. So nothing is just going up. It's lighting for like all of a minute and then everything's just sort of burning out. So don't think we're actually going to have a successful fire tonight. Kind of already dinner time as well, so I think we're going to end up cooking dinner in the van tonight, which will be a first for Sweden.